Hello, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Reckless. Thanks for reading me first. Hi, Word. We're gonna jump right into it. Oh, yeah. Absolutely lovely orchestration on this song. Didn't I? Oh. Well, it's supposed to post by itself. It's a notify me post word, so it's supposed to post by itself. And sometimes it takes a really long time. So eventually, maybe there'll be a post. It's hit or miss whether it ever goes out. Is that a fucking... Oh, it's the water. Okay. Tell the puddle I said hello. I hope our art's going well. Hey, Rain. What the fuck was I doing yesterday? I'm glad it's going very well. Alright, let's go to Ash Twin and let's just explore that, because that's the first little green check mark that I saw. Ash Twin... There she is. I need to get back into doing some art stuff. I was trying to learn a little bit, and then Starbucks happened. And recently, mental health has been extremely prohibitive to, really accomplishing anything. Ow. Well, another happy landing. No damage to the ship. Oh, I put it right in the path of the sand thing, didn't I? Okay. Okay, maybe this will help. Yeah. Ash Twin is currently living up to its name, covered in sand and dirt and debris and probably a lot of dead skin. A lot of the dust in your house is just dead people. Not dead people, but like dead skin from people. The way I said that was problematic. I really need to clean my house. It's an absolute living nightmare. Gosh, that is terrifying. The air I breathe is people. Can't stick around, but hi. Hi, Lucy. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good day. There's some stuff. Hello, hello, hello. . It's really disorienting that you can just see the whole planet orbiting, or the whole, like, frickin' orbit and rotation. Thanks, Lucy. Meow, Lady of Cephalopods. How are you? Oh, I thought I'd get schlooped if I went in there. I didn't get schlooped. It can be very disorienting. Just like being in a room with Ro. I'm just gonna stand here and wait for the sand to drop a little bit so that I can do something. Oh, you said disorientating. That too, I suppose. Little bunny hop across the surface of a planet. Uh-oh. 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 Please fall. Please fall. Okay, we're good. Chris, to have musical stuck in your head for a fortnight? Which musical? And is that a curse? Or is that everything you wanted? I did break my knees. Has been? Oh. Well. That's different. It's not, but it is. Does that make sense? Like, not in a derogatory way. But has-been just feels different to me than, like, having a stage musical stuck in your head. I've done both. Oh, did they have a live Broadway performance? Never mind then. I have been proven an asshat. There's the evidence y'all needed. Yep. Oh, good. There's nothing down here. Three minutes of oxygen remaining. Alright, if I wait for the snow... I landed right on a cactus. Is that on brand for me or what? I mean, really. Alright, we got... There's the thing to read the scrolls. Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We're planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin, my gratitude that Rami found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Kanoi would lose his own head if it were anatomically impossible. Oh, this is a teleporting room. Oh, that's just straight up a dead dude. Like, that's an entire dead people. That's those dead people we were talking about earlier with the dust. That's him. I should probably go to my ship and refill my oxygen, huh? No, no! I bet that was one of our friends who we've read, like, all the stuff from, too. I bet that's somebody whose name we know. That is a sad fact. I used to know which ones were where, and it made you sob a lot. Oh no. Why did you learn that word? That's just trying to make yourself cry at that point. Ooh. There's a building here. Buried in the sands of Sandussy. Can piece it together so it hits harder, and it does. Please nobody tell Rain that I said Sandussy. She'll take responsibility for that. I know she can hear me. I am fully aware of the fact that I can't talk because I'm a clown. I'm fully aware of the fact that she can hear me. I'm specifically saying that for her benefit. Dubious as that benefit may be. Am I gonna get sucked? I am not gonna get sucked, chat. I didn't get sucked. Oh my, Rain. How very lewd. Would you like to hear something cursed that is definitely going to make you groan, Rain? Does she, Weird? I have recently begun referring to the process of oral gratification as schlorping. Because it was funny in the moment. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. One warp core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Forge and my unfinished work here is calling. I'll return with more material soon. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ashwind project is underway. Small defeated Y. You don't want to schlorp? I confess, I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? Recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ashwind project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. In romantic matters, her density rivals a neutron star. And go meet her on the White Hole Station. Ah, she's just like you, Rain. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Tee. Let's be real, when was the last time you knew somebody was flirting with you without having to ask? I can't say much. I mean, when I started dating my one girlfriend, she literally had to tell me it was a date. I'll stop. I'll stop teasing you, Rain. Whoa! I'm on the ceiling, chat. Woo! Well, that's not what I wanted at all. Whoa! I really didn't expect to, yeah. I really didn't expect to get traded onto another planet's gravity. This really sucks, actually, because my ship's up there. Nope, hey. There we go. I can't believe I just did that. I can't believe it worked, for one thing. I just got slurped by one planet's gravity and then went back to the gravity well that I wanted to get back to. That was crazy. Oh, I don't want to get sucked up there. Oh, this is so sad. And also the first time I've been in this room, I'm almost... Whoa! And as per usual, I went ever so slightly back in time. Still can't figure out what the significance of that is. I am back on Giant's Deep Word. Did you do this on purpose? You just wanted me on Giant's Deep, didn't you? I don't know how, but you figured it out. You made the game do this to me. Going to test the memory statues. Phlox says it could be dangerous. What if we can use the other... Specifically told us not to do that. Okay, we already read that one. Because I distinctly remember about Phlox being like, please don't. And the kids being like, please yes. No. How do I go down from here, chat? I want to get down there. There's a door way down there. Oh, and the planet's gravity is obscene, too, so okay. Which way was the door? The door was that way. Okay. Woo! Ooh, okay, we are gonna stand in one of these funky little tornado protectors. Oh, it's still there. Okay. Alright, now we're safe. Is this just a landing pad and a teleport? Okay. But the teleporty boy is glowing. What if I walk into the teleporty boy? Where does it send me? Oh, back where I was. Interesting. Okay. We must have been lined up with Giants Deep just right. I'm just glad that my ship didn't get schlorped this time. Beam me up, Scotty. A phrase that, a fun fact, is never actually said in Star Trek. At least not by Kirk. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm making stuff up. Fuel level critical. Yeah, that sounds about right. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-boop-ba-ba-dee-boo. There's gotta be something crazy going on this planet right now, right? Like, there's gotta be something that I can find interesting before the sun goes kablooey. The sun looks like it's very close to going kablooey. I do like that the Hourglass Twins kind of literally give you a tangible way to see how close you are to the sun going. And the music. Took until I had audio, obviously, but now I am aware of the fact that the music does this when you're about to die. Hello, Dark Raven. Welcome back. How are ya? Oh, my face. There it is. Bye, everybody. Ain't that pretty? I'm dead. Trying to do music? I feel that. I should be trying to do music more often. Alright. Time to check what information we have discovered, chat. Absolutely none. I could have sworn we updated the ship's log. Oh, it was a connection to the Black Hole Forge and the White Hole Station. I gotta go to the Hanging City. I feel like that's the next place to go. Which I believe is on Brittle Hollow. Aptly named planet, as it is both brittle and hollow. Lots to explore, more to learn. My landings have been much nicer today than they were the last few days. Okay. Hanging City. Hanging City. Ouch, my knees. Yeah, we got word, we got bird. A secret dog was here earlier. Alright, where's the entrance to this crazy place? Ooh, fascinating. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from Whitehole Station. Design worked, we create warp travel. Yo! Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the Whitehall Station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Kosovo. Jeez. That was an unflattering sound I just made. Sorry. I was just genuinely surprised. See, that's the part where I said that I noticed that warping puts us back in time. Because that does certainly violate causality. Bird needs inspiration? Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It appears to travel as it likes. Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. There can exist too much lava. I strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. How about that landing, chat? Catgirl is light on her feet. Sometimes. I think we've already investigated everything there is to investigate about the crash on Brittle Hollow. However, there's our opening into the planet, chat. Ow, my face. Whoops. Oh. Well, Yikers. Ah! Well, none of that was what I wanted. There's Whitehall Station, though. What are the odds that I land on one of the places that's just gonna fall directly into the planet? Like, come on. Hi, Bee. Thanks for the hand pants. Jeez. That was my worst landing of the day. Bar none. Yeah, I know. Boom, boom. Flying rocks. Real fancy. Hi, Bee. Hello, Krishik. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but hello, I am feeling rather well. I hope you are as well. Welcome on in. And thanks for the first time chat. There we go. That was rough. That was really rough. Nothing about that was fun. Yeah, that crunch was really, really meaty. I like to imagine that after a little while, the loop stops being all that impressive. And you just wake up and you're like, oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I think the Hanging City is the best place for us to go right now. I also know that there was an easier way to get to the Hanging City than, just trying to fall on it. And I feel like... Oh, there's a gravity cannon. There's a spaceship. Let's look for the crash. Let's look at the crash. Have you tried bouncing on it crazy style instead? You and I both know that I'm working up to that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Back. I'm gonna die. Wait, perhaps not, chat. Perhaps I won't die. Woo! Oh, I did it! Tower of Quantum Knowledge, still have not figured out how to get in there yet. I legit had no right to survive any of that, did I? The Hanging City. I will say the environments in this game, even as they are actively trying to kill you, are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, stop it. School, Meltwater, Eye Shrine, Black Hole Forge. Okay. So there's more for us to discover. Part of the reason you love this game, it's really good. I've been really enjoying myself. Black Hole Forge controls. Oxygen. A scroll. Nifty little fountain situation. I would imagine there's another scroll someplace for that third... There it is. That's some really nice, like, without telling me anything, they did a really nice job guiding me to where I needed to be there. Feels strange trying to recreate Anana's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably. But what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system and never saw Anana's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best. And as Anana would say, should my best prove insufficient, then I will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clarion root in the forge, and I have my plan. I'm not alone. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor deeply. Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. The vessel's warp core is broken at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There's no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core would be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Embertwin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember that anglerfish fossil. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. What Milleray and I just learned from the fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. Ashwin Project requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true. However, it's knowledge that we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. The greatest challenge here, I think, is that we don't have the design for such a powerful core. Or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Inanna, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Inanna explained many of his designs to me. Is it, though? Wait, it was safest path. Is it, though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. There's an update to our ship log. That's what makes me a happy cat. Seeing the little ship log updated. That is information we didn't have before, chat. I probably fell into a black hole and never learned any of this, to be completely honest. Ooh. I love their little gravity elevators. They're wild. We should be close to the surface of the planet right now, I think. Yeah. I don't see if there's anything up here for us to... Woo! Hello. Let's make the little sucky guy suck the other way. Ow, my knees. Black Hole Forge controls. So, I wonder if they were using the black hole... Yeah, I bet they were. I bet they were grabbing something from the black hole. Okay, we have to get up there somehow. Oh, I bet there's a... Yeah, gravity flare. Yee! That was almost bad. Ow. So how do we get down there? Oh, hey. Well, there's a floor. Cool. Can we walk up further here? We cannot walk up further here. We can only walk down further here. Let's try this way. happens if I go this way? I don't think I've... Ooh, there's dead people. No, 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 no. Son of a bitch! Come on. I want to land in the hole. Unreal. Hello, white hole. Oop, she pushed off too hard. She pushed off way too hard, chat. Oh, she crashed. In the thing. Nope, 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 stop. In the thing, 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 in the thing. There we go. Goodness gracious. Whitehole Station, if you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you are not the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. Warp can only be thing, walla walla bing bang, okay. Number twin projection stone. Alright. Once we lined up with Brittle Hollow, I should just get booped right back over there. And that should land us right where we wanted to go. Perhaps. Unless it lands us on the surface of the planet. Son of a bitch. Ooh, I needed that. Whoa! Wow, okay. Spooky and weird. Real spooky, real weird. Love it, love it. Rami and I have reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show the Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing the Whitehole Station. As I've already told Rami, these measurements can't be accurate. How could a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped onto the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me to attempt to recreate the phenomenon of the high-energy lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update. Poke, the high-energy lab is in the canyon on Ember Quinn's crater. Come here at once. You need to see this. I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? Okay, so that's the information that we already had. I'm going to check real quick because I've got notifications. Okay. Gotta clock in. Have a good day at work, Vilifar. I hope it goes pretty well. Or at least, not terribly. You know. Whatever the best you can ask for is, I hope it goes that way. Lurking and working? Love it. That's, honestly, that's mostly what I do when I watch streams anymore. Lurk and work. I remember how I did this the last time. Hehe, and I did it again. Tower of Quantum Knowledge is not super useful to me right now. I'll refill some because I can't figure out how to get in, is the only reason. Once I figure out how to get in, I'm sure it'll be fascinating, but right now I don't really have the energy, yeah, the information I need. Ooh, I need to brush my teeth. The planet still has some crust left, so I think... And I don't hear the music. Okay. Just trying to think, how much longer do I have before the whole universe just goes kabloop? Alright, now this way is the way we were going. Oop. Don't do it that way, bro. Ooh, that looks interesting. The music is beginning to pick up, chat. Be welcomed in this place. The shrine is a place to reflect on what brought us the signal from the eye. Source of the signal is older than the universe. Interesting. What is the eye? Eye is older, more advanced. Signal that brought us here. Cosmic library. Relic from a previous universe. Hot and dense. What is the eye signal? Wishes to communicate. Voice. Language. Okay. I know I don't have much time, so I'm skipping through some of that so that we get it in our ship's log, get the gist of what's happening, and are able to carry on from here. Ooh, somebody wrote on this wall. No longer believe that the Eye of the universe wishes to harm us, may not wish to be found, need to have wishes at all. Terrible circumstances of our arrival were almost certainly that circumstance. Calling out to all. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. Okay. So he's beginning to... Or he's just kind of having his own musings about the eye, then. Don't think I have much time, chat. I want to get up there. But every time I make an attempt, I die horribly and gruesomely. Just like I'm about to. Well, I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna get sucked into the black hole again. No, 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 no. This is stupid. If I go back into the white hole, does it do anything? Nope. The hell is this? Oh, that's just a bit of planet floating away from the black or the white hole, isn't it? Is this a chunk of brittle hollow? There's a building, chat. That is a synthetic structure. I found a thing, chat. Come on, I just want to translate this text before the universe ends. Knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's everything we can call about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. Signal is all in the universe itself, significant detail, no self, profound, eye of the universe. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center like a pupil. Chat. Chat. Ooh, there's more down there. I'm not gonna have the fuel to do this. Maybe I am. Oh, heck yeah, I did. Signal. Craziness. I know, fuel level critical. Unwell, check the warp. Warp core navigation was fine. Warp to the secure signal thing out of the universe. Friends in escape pod 3. I have never seen this before, chat. This is... So that's the vessel I'm imagining. Okay. And that's the sad universe-ending explodey music. So we're just gonna watch that for a bit. Kablooey? There we go. Can I outrun it, chat? Like, how far away do I need to get before it just doesn't hit me? The answer is that there is nowhere. This was a particularly informative journey, chat. Look how much stuff we remembered that time. That was a horrifying sound. Also, information. Exactly, Lady of Cephalopods. You understand. Alright, let's see what we got, chat. The vessel. Old settlement. We got murals. More murals. There's more information at the old settlement. Why do your marshmallow crunch like that, even if you did burn it? True. Here's a question for you, chat. How do you prefer your marshmallows? Like, how done do you like marshmallows? I don't believe this. I personally do not like lighting my marshmallows on fire, but that is fair. Lightly brown the whole outside, then purposely let it be on fire for a second. Azarin, I thought you were cool. No, I'm totally kidding. I don't like it super charred. I don't even have my jetpack, chat. This is embarrassing. I've done the stupid. You know what, Azarin? You know what? You're right. Fire's hot. It's not cool. Am I just gonna waste this entire loop trying to get my way back to my ship? I bet I could have gotten up to my ship in like 3 seconds if I had walked the other way, huh? Semantics strikes again. You're not Semantics, you're Azarin. I did got you with your own game. Also, though, I didn't plan on drowning myself. It just kind of happened. Boopity doo. I just kind of fell in the water and was trying to swim around to see if there's anything interesting, but apparently Hearthians can't swim so good. Alright, now. Second attempt. Putting my spacesuit on before I get out of the ship, before I launch the ship this time, just in case. Am I gonna hit the planet again? I almost hit the planet again. No. I think I already read this one. Yeah, this was where they were like, oh shit, this planet's getting hit by rocks like every 3 seconds. We should leave. There we go. There was nothing terribly secure about that, was there? Just like me. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat stable, it's safer or unstable, it's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Oh dang. This is the bit that flew off. I think this is the part that we saw. Yeah. This is the bit that we saw flying around the White Hole Station. This place sucks. Like, I know we know that. Ooh. Funky gravity rocks. Okay, this is the building that we were just in. Ooh, somebody wrote something on this wall. No, I didn't want to fall that far. Hardest part of this tragedy, not knowing who we may have lost? Or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Mallory. That's the same text that we saw last time. Although the ship's log was just updated, so maybe I missed something. It's just where I was. I think we came down from that way, so let's go up this way. Maybe I'm backward. Maybe I'm just dead wrong. There is a tree in here, though, so I'm not unhappy about it. Gosh. Am I lost, chat? I think I'm lost. Oh, that'd be Dark Bramble. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm starting to piece together what happened to them. Although knowing Dark Bramble, it had something to do with it. We can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. That's pretty gay. Even if they're straight, that's pretty gay. Do you know my have straight? Been in this room already. Ooh, there's a gravity walkway over here. And some stuff written on the wall. Given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. Building beneath the crust again, which shelters from the volcanic moon's eruptions. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone's coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because we followed the eye's signal, because the eye's signal called to us and we followed. Where to find it, we need not to merely survive, but to thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. Let's go walking. I think I found the path to the Northern Glacier that I was looking for like 7 years ago. I shouldn't waste gas, huh? Especially since my ship is probably about to fall into the frickin' center of the planet. Yay! I found the Northern Glacier. Probably. Perhaps. That was crazy. Do I want to be walking this way? I am so disoriented now. Oh no, this is the way I came. There we go. We'll grab some gravity from there. We keep moving down. It looks like there's floors and like buildings and stuff. These little guys built the whole civilization here. Wild. Oh good, more dead ones. The fact that they're all just ghost matter. The fact that they're all just kind of hanging out makes me think that whatever led to their extinction was pretty quick. Trees. Okay, and more ghost matter, so we're going to avoid that if at all possible. I know, ghost matter detected nearby, you already said. Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans are from all over the universe. Festival, yeah. Every 10 years. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. It's scary to think about, even though Konoe tells us it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. Ain't that the truth? Well, that was dumb, wasn't it? That was a very stupid decision. Yikes! Let's not talk about it, chat. Come on. Thanks for the posture check. Posture checking. Yeah. And thanks for the hydrating in just the moment when I know that I'm not gonna crash. I crashed. I'll hydrate in just a second, Reckless. Fucking. Okay, hydrating. Thank you. Meow, 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 meow. I am almost out of gas. That's very bad. Eventually, I will find that crack on the sunward side of the interloper. Shloop! There's the gas tank. I'm gonna wind up right back in that black hole, aren't I? Alright. We survived, chat. I thought that was a teleporter! I kinda can't believe I just did that. That was absolutely absurd. Let's see if he has anything to say to us. Oh, you launched. That's great. Good job, you. Huh. Guess that means I've been out here for a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. Lots of history here. It's great. Here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in the solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. Want to know how I got this far? I fell. Tripped over a gravity crystal. Dumb luck that I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best service integrity, so I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. Oh, the planet will move you on, don't you worry. But that's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? That'd be... yeah. I learned something. So the old settlement, isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timberhearth. You know, somewhere that isn't being constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks and stuff. You visited the Hanging City? Oh gosh. How was it? Was it amazing? Was it beautiful? Was it scary? The Hanging City is where the Nomai settled permanently on Brittle Hollow. It was their most advanced settlement here. Why they chose to build their most advanced settlement so close to a you-know-what is beyond me. Maybe that kind of thing makes sense to a Nomai, though. Maybe they needed the black hole or something? Saw the Sunless City. You mean there's another Nomai city out inside of Ember's Twin? That's incredible. A whole city, and I had no idea it existed. This is great. How did they keep the sand out? For me, I'd be nervous about getting buried in the caves by that awful river of sand. Gosh, the Nomai sure were ingenious, building an entire settlement underground. Sunless City, wow. That means there were two groups. One that lived on Ember Twin and one that lived here in Brittle Hollow. They must have traveled around the solar system, since Nomai writing could be found on other planets too. I like how enthusiastic they all are when you're like, hey, I just discovered a crazy thing about these ancient aliens. Heh, ancient aliens. They're like, yo, tell me everything you know. Oh, the sun's about to go kerblooey, and I haven't even really accomplished anything this loop. Well, that was deeply unfortunate. Ooh, wait, there's a thing over here. There's a spooky rock, and there's trees, and there's... what? Is this the tower? Is this the entire Tower of Quantum Knowledge? That's so funny. It's deeply difficult to navigate around. I know the sun's about to go kerblue. Yeah, there it is. But I wanted to... I wanted to see what was inside the Tower of... Knowledge and trust and join us. It's a magical Leo Pleurodon, Charlie. Ah! Inside! Dang it. I have just received an email from a client who is currently withholding payment. I think he can wait, don't you, chat? Ooh, interesting. Oh, so we've never seen Escape Pod 3. Never made it out of Dark Bramble. Fair. So they crashed somewhere on Dark Bramble. Let me grab that as a destination real quick. Eh. Where is this crazy planet, chat? As Rogue crashes directly into a different planet. Dark Bramble! Yes, chat, I am stupid enough to go to Dark Bramble. I want to see where the Nomai crashed. Dang it. Maybe I'll get to see their vessel. Oh, the hull is damaged. Cool. All right, everybody. Oh, shit, we got a live one. We got a live one! No! I'm gonna try one more time. Don't you try to stop me, Word. I'm gonna do it one more time, and I'm gonna outrun the Spengler fish. I'm gonna outrun the Spengler fish. That's his name now. In my chat, we refer to him only as the Spengler fish. We're going back to Dark Bramble because Ro is stupid. And we're gonna not break our ship before we get there. One of these days I'm gonna land on the Sun Station. Whoop, don't! Nope, 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 stop. Help. No! Oh, shit! Die within 60 seconds of waking up. Well, I've never done that before. Ooh, I need to post the, I need to post the VOD from yesterday. enjoying this silly little game. And now I'm going to not fly directly into the sun. Doom, 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 doom. My instinct is to follow the red sparklies. Now, this could be a desperately terrible decision. I could be just heading directly for a spanglerfish disaster again. And that, by the way, chat, is for space anglerfish. Oh, there he is again. No! Go away, go away, go away, go away. I don't wanna deal with you today. Son of a bitch. Alright, that's 3 times in a row I've died horribly trying to go to Dark Bramble. Guess which planet we're going to now, word! Where'd it go? It's like the biggest thing in the solar system. Why can't I find it? There it is. Ooh, actually, is that... Does it have a spooky little moon, chat? Does it have a spooky little moon for its giant... It does have a spooky little moon. Oh. Well, that's really disappointing. All ashore that's going ashore. Row crashes catastrophically. We're here. This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giants Deep for assembly. All my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not. I know my brother, Ovens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible. I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a significantly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum power to create room for their enthusiasm. Are you going to Latinus, honest love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you. If I'm even half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, then you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system. Oh, this is crazy, chat. Whoa, did they use... I think I know what this is. I think this is like a dry dock setup kind of situation. And they use the gravity flooring as like a mooring to move around the orbital probe cannon as they built it. That's kind of cool. "3 minutes, 36 seconds ago. Long-range probe successfully launched from the orbital probe cannon." So wait a minute. My theory is correct then. That means that when we see the probe cannon exploding when we first wake up, somebody used it. Somebody launched a probe from it. I have bad news, Avens. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Kosova. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard from now. An update. Mallow and I will join you and Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Idea may feel responsible. That was incredible timing. I heard the noise and I was like, this may be bad. Ro ends up being the grandmother of spacebound megastructural engineering simply through enthusiasm and inspiration. It's cool though. I don't love that the water levels keep changing. Oh, we're on the... Yeah, this is the actual orbital module. I wish I was cool enough to be responsible for like the birth of some form of crazy space technology engineering. Ooh, there's another thingy thing. Never say never. Maybe someday. Kanoi, Daz and I were lifting the orbital probe cannon if some components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Also convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to show you, or to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Yo, wait, chat, we've never been here before. No, disappeared. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever been in there before. Ooh, little model of the probe cannon. Crazy. If you did a Stellaris game where every empire was a different sci-fi alien civilization, then Nomai would definitely be there as erudite explorers. For sure. Hey, little ship, could you just take off for me? Thank you. I think I've seen this one before. Yeah, we've definitely been here before. One of those statue guys. One of the memory statues, I'm assuming. I've seen them refer to those before. And we've already seen one, of course, in the first couple minutes of the game. I think this is... yeah, this is where I wanted to be last time. When there was all this crazy stuff down below. Right. Jetpack doesn't really work on this planet. Gravity gravitates far too gravitatiously. I have a suspicion that if I can go below... Or maybe there's a teleporter. Maybe I need to warp there. Okay, spaceship time. My spaceship might be able to get under the water without wasting oxygen and gas that we just don't have. We can get under the water. Goodness gracious, I'm a genius. Keepers cats. I am so clever. Well, I'm not dead. Oh. That was deeply rough. Yeah, my favorite part of playing Outer Wilds was where I got tossed into the sky. Yara, would you kindly step back so Daz is closest to the statue? When pairing, the statue will choose whoever's in the closest proximity. See how its eyes have opened? That tells us the statue is paired with Daz. Now, no matter where he is in the star systems, Daz's statue will record his memories and send them to the Ash Twin Project. This is extraordinary sculpting work, Phlox. He's outdone himself again, hasn't he? And now we have our first successful pairing, we can test my memory storage prototype. Each statue will send a single Nomai's memories to his or her own storage unit within Ash Twin. Each storage unit will be equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which will be able to send those stored memories back to the corresponding Nomai. That's very interesting. So... I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin Project, Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as if though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds, otherwise I imagine the experience will be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, these statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin Project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Did they cause the time loop? Are they the reason that we keep waking up after we die? Oh my. Is this in one of the celestial bodies? Like... That's crazy. Okay, can't get up. Where does this lead, though? Oh, this is the broken door outside. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Yep, I know. Well, that's deeply unfortunate. So the Ash Twin Project has something to do... My theory. With the time loop. Storing memories so that they remember what happens after they loop is my theory. How the fuck do I get up there, though? Not that way, that's for darn sure. Alright, looks like I am not getting back in my spaceship today. Whoa! I got Saul sucked up and stuff, chat. Uh-oh. Oh, Alright, chat, I think we have learned a lot today, so I'm gonna wrap up stream for there. Anemone. I'm gonna wrap up stream right there. Once the game finishes playing back our memories, I'm gonna quit out of the game and we're gonna see who we can raid. Do 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 do. Let's see. Doesn't look like anybody that we know is streaming right now. Anybody have any suggestions for people to rate? Oh, let's rate Zubatsi. All right, chat. I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, noon, or night wherever you are. I hope you enjoyed stream, because I know I sure did. And I hope I'll see you next time. Bye.